If you haven't heard of Tila Tequila, don't worry, I will get you caught up to speed. But I grew up watching Tila Tequila on TV, causing chaos. Now, Tila was introduced to the world through Myspace and reality TV. In this episode, we're going to dive into Tila Tequila's career and what happened to her after she left reality TV. We're also going to talk about Tila's engagement to the Johnson & Johnson heir Casey Johnson, which ended tragically. And despite Tila Tequila getting herself banned from social media, she is currently on Twitter, even though she's not supposed to be. But we'll get into that later in this episode. According to reports, Tila took off for Los Angeles, and in 2002, she became Playboy's Cyber Girl of the Week. Now, 2002, try to think back like, 22 years? The internet was a different place, and to be a Cyber Girl of the Week was a big deal because a lot of people were tuning in because there weren't a lot of website options. So if people were gonna look for adult content, they're gonna go to Playboy. Tila was also the first Asian Cyber Girl of the month and went on to pose in a number of pictorials for the magazine. But the biggest boost to her career was social media, and when MySpace came around, Tila Tequila was a hit. She released a couple of risque songs and a handful of bikini pictures posted to her page. She gained over 30 million views. In 2006, Time magazine described her as the queen of the social media platform. So to see how Tila did so well back in the day, it is interesting to see how the entertainment industry destroyed her as a person. It kind of reminds me of Amanda Bynes. We've heard a lot of talk about Nickelodeon, and we see Amanda Bynes on social media, but we don't see Amanda Bynes. It's not, it is Amanda, but it's not the same person we saw before. And I have that same experience when I see Tila Tequila now.
Hi, this is Tila Tequila from A Shot at Love.
The real me is so sweet and kind. The real me loves everyone so much, and I get so sad when they can't be saved and all this and that, and
Now, in 2006, Tila Tequila launched a website called Tila Zone, which offered a variety of content for use on MySpace and other social networking sites. A 2006 Time profile highlighted her influence on the platform. Now, her introduction to music didn't go smoothly because in 2007, she released a song titled I Love You and her first EP. However, she faced legal issues with the Saturday team, leading her music to being removed from most retail platforms. But 2007 was a different year for Tila Tequila. At this point, she kind of established a presence in entertainment. She's big on social media. She's got her own website, kind of a brand going. I mean, shoot, she even has music. If you can't, if you can't buy it, you probably can find it somewhere. But now in 2007, on October 9th, MTV premiered their show, which was a replica of The Bachelor, titled A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila. Now, I wouldn't compare this to The Bachelor. I mean, it's a dating show, but it is, a different level. And it also was different for that time because in 2007, LGBT people weren't as popular as they are nowadays, and Tila had 16 men and 16 women. So it was an openly, gay or, bisexual person who was putting this reality show out there, and it was really big.
But I want to let y'all know that I'm a bisexual.
Despite the conservative people hating this show, it ran for 2 seasons. And it also led to a lot of growth in reality TV, especially with dating, because it led to a few other shows being created. For example, Double Shot of Love with DJ Pauly D and Vinny. However, some people question whether Tila Tequila's time with these men and these women were legit. In 2018, Tila confirmed the rumors with her own confession in a deleted video saying, "As a matter of fact, I was never bisexual. The truth comes out, I was never a lesbian, I was never gay. It was all gay for pay. Ooh, when I was filming that reality show, I had a boyfriend for the entire 2 seasons. Everything that I believed and I saw on TV as a kid was an absolute lie." Let's hear what Tila has to say about all this.
ever since I became born again, I really don't think about the past stuff or whatever, because Jesus literally makes you a new creature. I'm literally like 2 different people. I am literally a clone. This person that you see
is not the same person as the Tila Tequila girl that you remember from the past, because she actually died literally and spiritually and all that. I was never bisexual. Dun dun dun, dun, the truth comes out. I was never bisexual. I was never lesbian. I was never gay. It was all gay for pay. As a matter of fact, when I was filming that reality show, I had a boyfriend, and I had a boyfriend for the entire 2 seasons of that show. I was only acting gay for pay.
Like I said, her show went on to run for a couple seasons, but in 2010, Tila decided to revamp her persona and adopt a new stage name called Miss Tila. She released her first single under this alias titled I F'd the DJ. To promote her new EP, she embarked on a tour, but while she was on tour, she wasn't greeted nicely. I mean, there was one performance in particular where there were bottles and cans being thrown at her while she was on stage. Following the incident, she pledged to pursue legal action against the event's organizers and promoters, but we never saw any of that happen. Here is a clip from her performance.
That time, Tila Tequila performed at the Insane Clown Posse festival called The Gathering of Juggalos, and the crowd completely hated it. I can't imagine why anyone would think it was a good idea to book her at this venue. I mean, she couldn't be more opposite than any other performer there. If you don't know who Tila Tequila is, she's a reality star from the early 2000s. She had her hand in multiple things, but mainly she was a TV personality that started putting out horrible music. I mean, let's be honest here, this stuff really sucks. I don't know a single person that had her album. Today, I'm pretty sure she's not clean and sober, and her physical appearance is so much different. It's pretty interesting and definitely educational for people in recovery. I still can't get over the fact that some people thought this was a good idea to have Tila Tequila perform at this festival.
Now, maybe that performance wasn't her best, but after this, she kind of went away, and then we saw a much different Tila Tequila appear. In the last decade, Tila has faked pregnancies, created her own religion, converted to Judaism, proclaimed her love for Hitler. And all of that is in no particular order, but you can see a switch in Tila when her girlfriend turned fiance, Casey Johnson, the heiress of the Johnson & Johnson empire, which means she's got a lot of money, tragically passed away. Now, Tila might claim that she's not bi, but she, in 2009, was engaged to Casey Johnson. The couple only knew each other for about a month before getting engaged. Casey unfortunately passed away in December of that year after failing to take her diabetes medication. Many of Casey Johnson's friends accused Tila Tequila of trying to cash in on her passing. Here's a clip from back in the past when all this was going down, and it's weird because it involves Nikki Hilton and another woman who goes to this home and steals the dogs from Tila and takes a bunch of clothing away. It's not really explained what was going on here, but it's like right after Casey Johnson passed away, so a little bit chaotic.
This is a weird clip where after Casey Johnson's death, Bijou and Nikki Hilton come, steal her dogs from Tila Tequila, ransack this wardrobe rack, and take off.
Nick, you got a dog? No, stand back. Get off the roadway. Get off the roadway. Get off the roadway.
Nikki, can you say anything while you're here right now? Why was important for you?
You got a dog too?
Tila, why are they taking the dogs? Why are they taking the dog, Tila? Are you unfit mother for the dogs?
Oh, no.
You always have good Tila, how you doing, Tila? Who's close to those, Nikki? Tila, how you feeling, babe?
Not good. Tila, why did you call the police? Were you thinking they were breaking in? I just heard somebody...
Tila, whose stuff is all of this?
Casey? You heard somebody and you were concerned? You say?
If she's your fiance or wife, why are they taking all of it?
Tila, do you have any?
Whose clothes are they? Are they Casey?
Tila, do you have any?
Why are they taking Casey's clothes?
Tila, was Casey living here or she was living here?
Are you gonna try to get the dogs back?
Nobody's putting the dogs out. They're putting the dogs out?
As in down?
Tila, did you say they're putting the dogs down? Yeah. Putting them to sleep? Why? Is this true? Are you going to have the dogs put to sleep?
It's okay, Tila, come here. We're with you, Tila. Oh gosh, what happened, Tila? Tila, come here, tell us what happened.
They just want to put the dog out to sleep.
So from my perspective, I don't think Tila was supposed to be at that home. I also don't think that woman's gonna put the dogs down. If she did, then go to hell, because they were cute looking and looked healthy and happy on the dog bed. I'm sure Tila was just saying anything, probably not coping well with the situation and clearly scared of the police. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.